So I've had some hard decisions to make because I've been really discouraged about this part of it. I won't be able to get this done yet because it's going to take a lot of study and help in figuring this out. Might have to get some advice on from somebody on this. So bathroom and shower is going to have to hold off, at least for the tile shower. But it took a lot of thinking and rethinking. I was going to put a second toilet in here anyways. This is the laundry area. And I've always liked the idea of having an extra toilet and a sink. Even if it's just tucked away in a corner back there with a sink. It's very handy to have with guests, and if you have an emergency, you have to go to the bathroom, somebody else is in the other bathroom. So I'm always a fan of having an extra toilet and sink. So since I was thinking of that anyways, I just thought, well, I'm gonna just start with this. This is not gonna need as much work, and since I'm gonna put laminate on the flooring anyways, if I'm gonna get under there and level it off later, and I'll be able to do that even if the toilet and the laminate's already on there. So that solves that problem. Now I could put in the piping that I wanted, and the piping is going to be closer to the sewage drainage anyways, so it's just 8 feet that way. So it'll be just a simple little line that way, and there's a vent. There's already a vent that I could tap into for the sink and the washer drain. So I already have basically what I need right here. So, and later I could just do modifications. So that's what I'm going to do now. It's going to solve my crisis, because the winter is coming and it's going to get colder, and it's just going to be really miserable to try to make do with not having a shower and a toilet and everything. So I'm just going to finish this room first and do things a little backwards so I can have something temporary until I can fix the other one and do a pretty good elaborate job so it looks really nice. Just take time doing that. Got to do it right. Over the years I've just felt like you just got to do it right. It takes more effort, but it feels a lot better when it's done right. I'll show you an example of what I have to fix down here for the floor. So I gotta support that and then reinforce it. I'll get some drainage pipes in there so I can get a toilet installed right there. Hopefully I can get that installed real quick. I went ahead and roughed this in. I've never done this before, but it's just kind of logical. I just got to make sure the pipe, I think it's 1/4 of an inch to a foot incline. So I just kind of measured, it was 12 inches from the wall, 15 inches from either obstacle or any fixed object on each side. And I just kind of marked where the toilet flange is going to go. So 12 inches to the center right there. And it's kind of marked where it's going to be originally. I have some little play room there. But I had to use some angles and whatever. So this is going to flow this way. This is the vent. This is the existing iron vent that goes up to the roof. It's going to tap into that. I'm going to put a little T connector for the sink, and I'll drain into that as well. And then eventually I'll have a washer drain, and I'm gonna have to install that later. But that's generally the idea. And then this is gonna be just stretch across into the drain, sewer drain. Not much to it now. I just have to prime it and glue it, get it into place, drill, cut out a hole there, screw the flange down, attach the seal, wax seal on there, and the toilet will sit on top of that. So I did think about putting in a little shower later, but for now I'm just gonna have a toilet, and then I'll hook up maybe a sink later. Run through what I've done real quick. So I put in the flange over there and connected the drain for the sink and the bathroom sink and the kitchen sink, and then that one that's capped off is going to be one for the washer and dryer drain, or washer drain. And then I did put one right there to the right. You can see it sticking out there with the cap on it. I decided to do that because in the future I might put a drain for a shower, and I wasn't quite sure if I was going to do that or not, but I had thought, well, I might as well just put the drain there just in case, and when I do that in the future. So then this just runs along just straight down there to the main city sewage thing, whatever you call it. So this PVC pipe is pretty easy to work with. Just have to make sure it's got an angle and it's got ventilation and everything. I just learned this from basically YouTube videos, and then I have this extra little Y there so I can branch off to the main bathroom whenever I get that fixed. So you can see what I have to deal with the foundation. These bricks were all laid up there, and I thought maybe I won't be able to get through there, but I just started pulling them off. I mean this is the mortar that was there. It's like sand now, and a lot of these bricks just kind of break apart in your hand. There's one that I just picked up. Just broke apart in my hand. So I'm going to have to reinforce that. And I've got several ideas, but this bathroom will buy me some time to figure all of that out. And that's all I needed. It's just a little bathroom to buy me time. So this foundation is doing all sorts of things. But when you get a good deal on a house like this, you're willing to do whatever it takes to make it work. So I'll have to get really inventive. So I had to just learn how to do plumbing. Actually, it isn't really that difficult. It's just a matter of figuring out what fittings work and just get advice from people, and you could just learn this by yourself. It's nothing too difficult. And I use PEX pipe, that plastic stuff, and the pipe itself is not that expensive. It's just the little rings they have to buy to clamp it on, and these little, whatever you call them, T connectors and valves and stuff, those get more expensive. I mean, of course they gotta gouge you somewhere, so but I do like the PEX pipe. It's a great idea. So the rest of this is going to be all pretty much self-explanatory, just painting and getting a new door, maybe a slide door, so I can utilize the room when the toilet and the possible shower goes there. I'll be able to slide door, and then at least the temporary shower will go there, but in the future I might have an actual shower. Once I get this done, it'll be pretty exciting. They give me some relief so I could actually wash up and have a bathroom. Now that I have this laid out, I cut that, what do you call it, trap door in half. So I'll just put the two hinges up here for the top half and the handle. I'll just use this as my common access, and then this it just sits in there by gravity. So I'll just put a little ladder here, and then whenever I want this out to either put something down there or pull something out, I'll be able to take off the other half. But this way it's going to save a lot of space because this door is really big, and I'm going to have my stackable washer dryer here. So basically I'm just thinking space saving things everywhere.